I'm Meredith and welcome to Collectionmas 2024, where I do one of my luxury collections every day for 24 days through the month of December. If that sounds like something that interests you, please remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today we're going to do my exotic collection, my exotic handbag collection. So for those of you who do not like exotics or don't ethically agree with exotics, now's a really good time to turn off. I have no issues with exotics and I have a fairly large collection. So while I am always open to comments down below, if you're going to yell at me about exotics, I'm probably going to ignore you because I did give you fair warning that it is an exotic video and it's in the title. Elephant in the room. Yes, I am wearing a wig. I have taken a page out of Lisa from Luxury and Life in the Middle's book and I'm giving a wig a go when extensions didn't work for me because they absolutely killed my head. I bought a couple of wigs to give a go, and in fairness, I have the Hermès Christmas party tonight and I'm doing a lot of filming today back to back so I can finish Collectionmas for you guys. And I was just lazy. Like, the thought of doing my makeup twice in one day is bad enough. The thought of doing my hair twice in one day was a bridge too far. So yes, this is a wig, but I kind of like it. Like, I love how dark it is. I'm wondering if I should go this dark. Tell me what you think down below. Does it look stupid or do you like it? Maybe I'll throw on a different one. I have more than one, so maybe in an upcoming video you'll see a different hairstyle because I'll throw on a different wig when I change my shirt. All right, let's do housekeeping first. So first of all, I want to thank Deb from Wild Unfiltered. So my fabulous friend Deb, who has a channel here on YouTube, and I will link her down below, the nicest, kindest, loveliest, kind-hearted lady I have ever met in my life, and just, yeah, I love Deb. I love Deb so much. She sent me some fabulous Christmas gifts this year. She actually sent gifts for my children, which I will not show you because basically I would have to pry them out of their hands. They have been attached to them since Deb sent them, but she did send something for me. So it came from Suffrages. Am I Selfridges? Do I pronounce that correctly? English people, you let me know. And it is a Smithson of Bond Street box. So I believe they are a very well-known is it stationer? Not really sure about anything today, am I? Like stationery producer? Sure, Meredith. But she sent me this beautiful little notebook and it's got just lined pages in it, perfect for my handbag, and it's got this beautiful silver page detail on it, but just a gorgeous little book. And I am familiar with this brand because the fabulous Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet sent me a diary of theirs last year that I've been using this year. The box is over here. So thank you, Deb. That was an incredibly kind Christmas gift, but more kind of you to think of my children. I always appreciate when anyone thinks of my children. So thank you very much for my beautiful Christmas gift. And we're going to do my Louis Vuitton advent calendar. So a few people have said, can you show us the inside, because they missed it at the beginning. So this is what the inside looks like. And we're slowly opening doors. So today we are up to day 14, I want to say. So let's find 14. Oh. Okay, I found 14 finally. That took a while. Let's open it up. And we have, of course, a Christmas decoration. So let's put that over there. It's getting less heavy as I take decorations out of it, which is great. So it looks like this, and we'll put it together and put it up on my tree, which is looking very festive now. And that is the Louis Vuitton Christmas decoration for today. So let's put it up on the tree, and we might, I'm running out of room quickly. All right, let's put it up there. All right, so that's today's Christmas decoration. All right, let's do my exotic collection. So I am surrounded by many exotics at the moment. I'll probably do them by house because it's easier for me to pull them down and put them away by house. So I have one Chanel exotic and it's this one. So this is my wallet on chain in Galusha. So Galusha is Stingray, but it is just stunning. Chanel no longer do exotics. They stopped doing exotics a little while ago now, but I managed to get Rod from the Luxe series to find this for me on the resale market because I just loved it. This finish is stunning. And if you love this finish in Galusha, Fendi's current collection for the holidays includes a mini baguette in this exact finish. Like, if you hold this up next to theirs, it's basically the exact same finish. So if you love this sparkle for a lesser price than what Chanel would cost you, then go and check out Fendi, because you can definitely get yourself a mini baguette that is pretty much exactly the same. And it is Galusha, and you can see it's got the spine detail down here. So I love this bag. It is a consideration for me to take to my Christmas party on Saturday night. So this week I have 3 Christmas parties. I had Louis Vuitton on Monday night, I've got Hermes tonight, and then I've got my own Christmas party on Saturday night. So you can already hear my voice is probably going to give out by the end of the week. So I thought I'd do a bit of filming today. So that's my first exotic. That's my Chanel, the only Chanel exotic I have. All right, next is Fendi, and I have lots from Fendi. I think Fendi is probably my biggest exotic collection. So I'll start with the teeny tinies. So this is my Picot baguette. It's in a croc, and this was a gift from Fendi for Christmas 2 years ago, I want to say. So that's my teeny tiny. I also have the teeny tiny lilac purple Fendi First in mink. So this is mink, so soft. And it does function, it does open. All the Picot bags do open, and I mean, you couldn't put much in them, but they're certainly functioning. But this color is just gorgeous. I love this color. So I have that one. And we have, oops, you're gonna fall over. That's fine, you can lay down. This one, so this is a nano in Python, in the actual original Python color. So this is not colored in any way. Well, it probably is, it's treated, but it draws on the actual snake skin that you would see. So I have that nano, and we have Fox. So this is Fox in this fabulous fire red orange color. They did do a regular, a small size Fendi First in this exact color when this came out. It wasn't really my color at that size, but I am glad I have it because I have so many of the Fox colors now. It's great that I have almost all of them, but not quite. So yes, I have that one as well. It is a Fendi First. You can't tell. It's just a big puff ball, really. All right, let's move on. So we'll do my Fendi first, and then I have one baguette, and then we'll move on to another fashion house. So I have this one. This is a medium size Fendi First. I know, it's massive. It's strange that they call it a medium, but it is a medium size Fendi First. They never did a large. This is in a blue ombre mink. So it is an ombre. It's hard to tell, but it's darker at the top and then slightly lighter at the bottom. Mink is incredibly soft, though not the softest in my opinion. And I just love that it's navy blue. It is heavy because it's a medium. I don't own a lot of medium Fendi First, and I have no desire to go through and collect a whole heap of mediums, even though the Fendi First is being discontinued, and that's my information at this point. But it is a beautiful, beautiful bag. It's just, I don't know, I love mink. I love the furs, they're beautiful, and Fendi is known for their furs. So I have that one. And then also in mink, I have this wasabi green, which is just so out there. But as soon as I saw it on the runway, I'm like, I want that wasabi green. That is just cool. Like, it's not even Kermit the Frog. It's like highlighter Kermit the Frog. It's so cool. Also mink. And it's got the silver hardware, which I love. But just such a pretty color. And then my other mink piece is this one. So this is like my Napolitana ice cream bag, really. It's got these beautiful stripes through it, all in mink. It was my first mink piece. But I just loved the stripes in this. I thought they were so cool. But yes, it reminds me of ice cream, really. So that's also a mink bag. I lied, I do have another medium. I have the medium in the python also. I have used this several times. Python is not my favorite exotic, I've got to say. The scales on this have handled it really well, but they are known to lift over time. This is actually holding up incredibly well considering it's been used quite a bit. Does get heavy, but I find this really hard to style with my wardrobe. I'm not someone who does a lot of animal print to start with, but this python in this colorway I really struggle with in my wardrobe. So it might be one that I move on in the new year, but I do have it at this point. So this is my python Fendi First in the medium size. Also in python, I have this one, which is a touch of python, so it's not a full python. So this is like in a really white, it's like an eggshell almost. It's not white, but it's like an eggshell, and then it's got the python detail on it. I don't mind the python in this one, in this colorway, in this natural colorway, just because it's not as prevalent as it is in the full one. But yes, this one is really handy. I've got a black and white outfit planned coming up for an event, and maybe this will work. We'll see. But yes, I do have this one, which is just a touch. So if something is not full exotic and it just has a small piece of exotic on it, it's referred to as a touch. And the other python piece I have, for someone who doesn't like python very much, yes, I understand, I have the 3 bags. I have this purple python. So this was, when was this? So 2022, I want to say this came out, and it came out in a few variations. There was a very light pink, I think there was a natural color, and then there was this purple, and I really wanted the purple because I think the purple actually shows up really well with the python and will work a lot better in my wardrobe for the clothes that I have and the color palette that I work with. So this one I don't mind so much. This one's staying. It's the natural python I really struggle with. So yes, that's my purple python. And the next one is this one. So I call this eggplant. I'm sure that Fendi call it a different color. This is my eggplant ostrich. And I love how deep this color is. So this color has real depth. It's not just this, you know, like wishy-washy purple. It's like eggplant. And I just love it. So yes, and I love ostrich. Ostrich is one of my favorite exotics. And yeah, that's my eggplant ostrich. I also have the bubblegum pink ostrich, which was my bag that I bought to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. So I bought this straight from store in Sydney. I think pretty much all of these have come from Sydney. I'll walk that back in a minute. So yes, this was a celebration bag, but look at this pink. It's just fabulous. I love the ostrich, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful color. So many Fendi firsts. This one, walking back what I just said, this is my only croc piece from Fendi, and I bought this on the resale market, so it did not come from store. I got an absolute deal. This is about 38,000 Australian dollars in store. I got it for, I think, just under 6 because my fabulous friend Una from Vintage Lover 83, I will link her down below, found this on the Japanese vintage market and said, "Are you interested?" And I went, "For that color, for that price, absolutely I am interested." So I bought it from her, and it is just stunning. It's much softer than I thought it was going to be because I have croc pieces from Louis Vuitton, but they're in very structured bags. And while yes, this is a structured bag, it is, you can like kind of squish it at the bottom, and it's much softer than I expected it would be. I thought it would be so structured and not have any like real give in it, but it really does. So I love this piece, and I love that I got it for such a bargain. So that's my croc Fendi first. And then we have my pink fox. So this is a blush, well, it's probably a little bit deeper than blush, pink fox. This was a contender as one of my wedding bags. I bought it thinking I would take it for my wedding. I didn't end up carrying it. It was such a hot day that we got married, and I just couldn't bring myself to take fur. I chose other bags instead, but it's such a pretty fox, and fox is so soft. It's softer than mink. So I just love Fox. And to this point, Fendi are the only fashion house or luxury house that I have seen do Fox. So yeah, I just adore this. And I'm watching all the little pieces of Fox float into the air. Fur is something that should always stay at a cool temperature. If fashion houses or luxury houses have fur, lots of them have fridges downstairs. I know Fendi in Sydney has a fridge where they store their fur because it's what's best for the fur. Now, I'm not bougie enough to have a fur fridge, but you know, if I ever win lotto, then maybe I'll get myself a fur fridge, you know, same way people have wine cellars. My next one is this one, the fabulous Purple Fox, and I love this too. This has the most amazing ombre to it, and it shows up so well on this purple. I just love it. I think I managed to get this from Sydney. I think they managed to get it in for me, but I was definitely late to the party on this. I saw it on Dale from Dale's Addiction's channel on one of her subscriber unboxings, and I was like, oh, that is stunning. I want that purple. So yes, I think they ended up doing a podium order for me, and I managed to get it straight from Rome. Rome directly shipped to my store and for me after I'd made payment. So just a stunning purple. And then my most recent exotic is this one, my Fendi Made to Order, which I just love. I cannot put into words how much I love this bag. So this is completely custom made for me. It is one of one in the world and will always be one of one in the world. And Fendi went above and beyond and helped me find this color. This color is called Debbie. It was from their archives from 2022. And then I've paired it with matte black croc. So I will link the unboxing for this down below because I'll tell you the whole story about how this bag came to be. But it's also got this ombre effect to it. But it is so rock and roll, and I just love this bag so much. It makes me happy every time I see it. But such a beautiful Fox piece. So they were all my Fendi pieces. Now we're moving on to Hermès. So I only have two bags from Hermès in exotics. I have lots of SLGs, and I've already done my SLG collection for Collectionmas. I will link it down below for you in case you missed it. So there's lots of exotics in that. But in terms of bags, I have the Constance on the Go, which yes, I know is technically speaking a SLG, but I don't see it that way. This thing packs an absolute punch. It carries a fair bit. I've used it so often. And this is in croc. What color is it? I don't know. It's a very deep pink. Rose something starting with S, I want to say. But it is several years old now. It has been to many a Christmas party and gathering. I usually carry it as a clutch. It does come with a strap, which is in here, and it is essentially a wallet on chain because it does have like the credit card slots and stuff. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful bag. I love the silver hardware. Mine isn't too scratched. You can see over time, I don't know how well it'll show up. So there are kind of little wrinkles happening here in the croc from the constant, because in order to open a Constance, you've got to pull it up, and that puts a little bit of stress there, but it just ages it a little bit more, which I quite like. I don't mind that it's not quite so pristine, and it will wear in, but such a fabulous color, and I love this bag. It's great as an evening bag. So I have that one, and the other piece I have from Hermès is my Birkin 25 in the color Blue Glacier in ostrich with gold hardware, and I got this from the Paris store as part of my VIP appointment. So this is not just an ostrich and an exotic, it is my Paris bag. So I love it, and I love the color of it. In some lights it is very, very grey, and that's how it usually shows up on camera, but in bright outside light it does show up very blue, like it throws that real blue shade. So I love this bag because it's such a chameleon, and as I've said before, ostrich is one of my favorites, so I was so excited to have this. I would love a lizard piece from Hermès, but I saw lizard in store couple of visits ago, and the size 20 Birkin had cracking all through it. It was not holding up well. The 20, they also do it in a 25. They do not do lizard above a size 25. And my sales associate, I said to her, oh, I really wanted a lizard bag, but if it's going to crack and just not hold up, she's like, it's the size. The 20 is too small. It's not coping with the lizard, and anything over a 25 is too big for them to do lizard. So she's like, 25, if you can get a lizard 25, if we can get one of those, then that will absolutely be fine. She said, but yeah, when the 20 is just not holding well. So interesting fact. But I do have my ostrich, which I love. I do not have any exotic pieces from Dior. I was offered the opportunity to do a made to order with Dior a few years ago now, and I knocked it back. I have looked at Lizard Lady Dior's a few times. Lady Dior is really not my bag. I love my wicker bags, and I am going to do my whole Dior collection soon, so hang about if you love Dior. But at this point, I have no plans to get exotics from Dior, but hey, you never know. So the last collection we will do is my Louis Vuitton collection, which is one of my favorites, and I have named all my Louis Vuitton bags. This one does have a name. My made to order from Fendi is called Debbie because that's the color of the pink, and most of my bags are named after music stars or famous people. So Debbie Harry makes perfect sense for something that is really rock and roll from Blondie. So yes, so she's Debbie, but none of my other ones up there behind me have names, but all my Louis Vuitton ones have names. Don't ask me how or why I do what I do, but this is just how it's worked out with my collection. So we'll do my Petite Mals first. So this is the Kerrang Petite Mal in this fabulous mermaid finish, and this bag is called Joni for Joni Mitchell. And I love the silver hardware on this. Silver hardware gets me on it. I think it was perfect for this bag, and I love the mermaid effect to it. It's just a fabulous bag, and it really does have a lizard effect to it, even though it is water snake. So there is something to be said for, because I don't like python, which is, you know, snake obviously. This water snake, this finish on it, I really love. Other Kerrang pieces I've seen, I've not been fussed on. So there's that one. And then we have, oops, something fell over. We have this one, which is a lizard piece. It's a crowd favorite in the blue metallic. This is Stevie for Stevie Nicks. And this is just such a beautiful piece. Also has silver hardware. I really love it when they do silver hardware. Louis Vuitton don't do it a whole heap, but this finish on this lizard is just amazing. Like, I have never seen anything quite like this that Louis Vuitton have done again. I love lizard pieces anytime they do it, but this high metallic amazing finish, I have yet to see them do it again, and I would love to see them do it again. Louis Vuitton, if you're watching, please, that'd be great. And then we have my last Petite Mal, which is this one, and this was my birthday Petite Mal for this year. I called this Taylor for Taylor Swift, because I went to Taylor Swift for my birthday for the Eras tour, which is really funny for me to say because I always say the Eras tour because that's how Americans pronounce it, but actually if I were to pronounce it with my proper Australian accent, it's the Eras tour. Eras. I sound like Bingo from Bluey, for those of you who have kids and know Bluey. At the Eras tour. It's very Australian. So I tend to say the Eras tour because everybody knows it instead of the Eras tour because I sound very Australian. Anyway, side note on that, it always makes me laugh when I say the Eras tour because all I hear in my head is Bingo from Bluey. But this is my Taylor Swift bag. Like, it reminds me of one of her bodysuits. She has a bodysuit that she comes out in that is this pink and purple. So, and considering I was there for my actual birthday, which was an amazing experience, it made perfect sense to call this bag Taylor. So this is my only Croc Petite Mal, and I love this so much. I saw it in Paris when that was the very first place I saw it, and I didn't buy it at the time, kick myself now, and I ended up getting it here in Australia and paying a lot more money for it. So should have just bought it in Paris, but I love Taylor. I love Taylor Swift, so it makes perfect sense. Okay, next one is my Capucines. So we'll move on to my Capucines. This is my Pink Mink Capucines. I call this Elizabeth for Queen Elizabeth because we lost Queen Elizabeth, very sad. And it's just understated and demure, very, very regal. So I thought that was fitting. So this is Elizabeth, my Pink Mink Capucines Mini. And then we have my Ostrich Capucines Mini in also a purple and pink finish. So this, when I bought this, people wondered why I bought this because I had this. And yes, technically speaking, they do the same thing, but very different. This is a matte, flat matte ostrich, and this is a high shine croc. So they are very different finishes. But this is Cindy for Cyndi Lauper, because it reminds me of Cyndi Lauper, and she does the fabulous hair and pinks and purples, and she's always out there. I love Cyndi Lauper. I mean, really, anyone my age, how can you not love Cyndi Lauper? So yes, this is Cindy. And we have my oil slick petrol finish lizard, which is also a crowd favorite, and lots of people now have this. I was actually at the Louis Vuitton Christmas party on Monday night. I met fabulous people at that, including one of my subscribers, Michael. Hi Michael, it was lovely to meet you. And his beautiful mother was also there, and she had this exact bag, and I'm like, oh, I have that bag, and they're like, oh no. And that was just, it was lovely. I had such a nice dinner, and they were the nicest people. So yeah, it was nice to meet some subscribers, but also to see that they had this bag, given that I talk about this bag all the time. It's such a great bag. I know Deb from Wild Unfiltered has it. It's just beautiful. And this is called Liza. So we called it Liza because it's a lizard, but also Liza Minnelli. And it, yeah, it just gives this amazing sparkle effect, which is very Liza. Like, she's a little bit dark, but she's also really sparkly. So yeah, that's Liza. And then we have Liza's sister. This is Farrah. And it's also a lizard, and it gives this pink and yellow effect in it, which is not quite oil slick, but kind of gives the same effect, which is why it's really a sibling to Liza. So Farrah for Farrah Fawcett, because Farrah Fawcett was in Charlie's Angels, and this has a real angelic feel to it. So that's why we're called her Farrah, but it's just gorgeous. And then we have Marilyn. This is Marilyn for Marilyn Monroe, because just the pinkest, brightest color, and that was all Marilyn. She was bright and she was vibrant, and yes, we thought that that was appropriate for this mini Capucines in croc. This pink is amazing. I know lots of you love how pink this is, but yes, this is Marilyn, my pink croc Capucines. Oh, I missed one of my Fendi ones. Oh, she's sitting there, like, just underneath. We'll circle back to her in a minute. And then we have Gwen. This is my made to order Capucines in the BB size, and it's in croc finish, a satin croc, which you don't see very often. So this is satin croc in this amazing purple and green color. So this is Gwen for Gwen Stefani, because it reminds me in my head of No Doubt in the 90s, the late 90s. Tragic Kingdom is one of my favorite albums of all time. When I got married, Tragic Kingdom, we had albums on all the tables. Different tables had different albums, and that's how we told you where you were sitting, by the album that you were associated with. And my husband and I sat on our own table, and it was Tragic Kingdom, which I thought was kind of funny. But yes, this is my Gwen Stefani Capucines BB, and I just love this bag so much. It's amazing. It's got such 90s vibes, which are back. The 90s are back. But yes, one of my favorite bags. And then the one that I forgot, poor little thing. Sorry, buddy. This is my Galusha Baguette in this fabulous bluey grey color. So this is also Galusha. And so I have 2 Galusha pieces, and it's just the most amazing finish. This is actually really hard wearing Galusha, so yeah, if you want the one like my Chanel one up here, so imagine this finish in this bag, you can get that. So yes, it's a really good deal too, so go check that out. But yes, this is my Galusha Baguette from Fendi. So how many exotics do I have all up? 29. I have 29 exotic bags. I have not included in this video any of my kangaroo bags because I'm Australian and kangaroo is not an exotic, and I understand in other countries it would be considered an exotic, but yeah, not here. No, we cull them, we farm them, we eat them. So yes, I did not include my kangaroo pieces in today's video, but I have 29 true exotics behind me. Do I see more in my future? In fact, I see one over there, over there. You guys can't see. So yes, there are definitely more exotics in my future because there's already one in the room waiting to be unboxed in the new year. So you'll have to hang about and find out what's over there that you guys can't see. But there are definitely more exotics coming. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit little bell notifications so you know when I upload videos, which at the moment is every single day. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life. So please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.